Hi everyone, it's Lindy on here from Pink Whisper Designs. Today I've got some really cute Christmas gift card holders to show you, and we'll also be creating the little note cards that go inside. So let's go ahead and get started. The images we're using today are from Art Impressions, and this set is called Mousey Christmas, and it does come with the coordinating dies. I'm going to be using that little mouse holding the package, and then that larger package up at the top there. So I've placed those in my mini MISTI stamp positioner. I'm inking those up with the Versafine Onyx black ink, which is a permanent black ink, and I'm just using my little STAMPendable tool to press those out. And for paper, I'm using the Strathmore Bristol Smooth cardstock. For coloring, I'm using the Zig Clean Color Real Brush pens, and I'm starting with that light gray, and I'll be listing the colors we're using in that upper left-hand corner as we go along. And if you watch my videos, you know that I love to use the Zig Blender pen to do my blending, but you could use a water brush here if you prefer that. And I did want to mention also that I used this set previously. I did an edge-to-edge shaker card. And if you haven't seen one of those, you might want to check out the video that I did. I will list and link it down below and also on my blog. And it's really cute where all your shaker elements go right up to the edge of your card. And I did it in a combination of pinks and reds. It's got this really pretty striped background. So again, I'll link that below for you. And then what I'll do is I'll finish the coloring. I'm going to put on a little bit of music, and then I'll meet you on the other side. So that finishes up the coloring. Now we can go ahead and die cut these. Again, this set came with the coordinating dies, so I'm going to go ahead and tape those down with a little bit of Post-it tape, and then I can run those through the Sizzix Sidekick machine. And you'll see all the detail you get when you die cut this. That little tail, look at how detailed that is. It's just so cute. So off camera, I stamped and colored in a second set. I did want to make 2 of these gift card holders. And I'm using my white Signo gel pen to add a few polka dots to those little packages. And I'm also going to use that pen just to add some highlights here and there. And I'll add a few little white dots to the cheeks on these little mice. Now I've got my gift card holder die. This is again from Art Impressions. And this comes with several other little coordinating dies. And then I've got my Photoplay paper. This is a 6x6 paper pad, and it's from the collection called It's a Wonderful Christmas. And it's this beautiful double-sided paper pad. And these little patterns are just perfect for this small gift card holder. So I'm going to grab a couple of these. I'm going to grab these 2 here. And then that one has that pretty plaid on the back, and this one has these cute little snowmen. So you can see that my die is longer than the paper that I have. So I'm going to die cut this in 2 pieces. And you do want to decide what the front or the outside of your gift card holder is first. So I'm just kind of checking that out. I did decide that this would be the outside of the gift card holder. And I'm going to tape that down. And I'm leaving about a 1/2 inch down at the bottom there. You can see right there where I'm putting the tape, I have about a 1/2 inch past that center portion of the gift card holder. And if there is a specific direction on that pattern paper, say some wording or text, you want to take that into consideration when you're lining that up. So let's go ahead and run this through the Spellbinders Platinum 6 die cutting machine. And now we just need to finish die cutting the rest of the gift card holder. So I'm just lining that up right along the edge of the paper there, and just going to tape that down and run that through. Now you'll see that when I run that through, I have a little excess down at the bottom there. That's really easy to cut away. We're going to follow that score line and just snip that off. So now once we assemble these 2 pieces together, we're going to have that full complete gift card holder. But first, let's go ahead and do the same thing for the second one. So again, you can see I'm just leaving about a 1/2 inch down there at the bottom beyond that center point of the gift card holder. Run that through the die cutting machine as well as the back half, just like we did before. So this die creates all the score lines that we need. So let's fold on those score lines. And I'm just using my bone folder to press those out. So now we can go ahead and attach the front of the gift card holder to that back flap that we die cut. And I'm just using that little tab at the bottom that we created. We'll add a little bit of double-sided tape there. I've got some Lawn Fawn 1/4 inch double-sided tape. This is a super strong tape. So I'll add a strip of that. I'll just cut away any excess. We can go ahead and remove the backing and then attach that back flap to the front of this gift card holder. I found it easier just to fold that up and then line up these 2 pieces. And now we have that full piece that we need to create the entire gift card holder. So I'm going to add some more tape to these 2 flaps on either side. And again, this is a great way to use up some of your leftover scraps. If you don't have these long sheets of paper, you can just improvise and just attach these together. I know myself, I have a lot of the little 6x6 paper pads, so I usually try to find creative ways to use up some of those leftovers. So I'll just fold in those 2 tabs, and I'm just going to take a little time there just to line those up. And then you'll see that our gift card will fit very nicely inside this little pocket. And that little flap, there's a little slit that's created. So that little flap at the top will go right into that little slit. And we're going to be adding another embellishment there that will help to hold that in place nicely. And I'll show you that as we go along. So let's go ahead and assemble the second one. Again, same thing. I'm just folding on all the score lines. I've added a little bit of tape to that bottom flap. I've attached that, and then we'll go ahead and add some tape to each of these two flaps on the side. And then we can go ahead and close this up. And again, you want to keep in mind the direction of what your pattern is. If you do have a pattern paper, you kind of want to keep that in mind as you're creating these little gift card holders. So next, we're going to be using this journal oval frames set from Art Impressions. But I did want to show you, it's part of the journal template set. This is a series, and there are some additional add-ons. And we're going to be using one of the add-ons today. But this creates this beautiful journal. And you have all of these dies included in that journal template set. But now there's 3 additional add-ons. So the first one, again, is going to be the Journal Oval Frames set. And look at all the adorable little dies that you get in here. And then you've got 2 more. This one is the Journal Pocket set. Again, all made to coordinate with your journals. But I'm going to be using these all the time and separately. This is the Journal Rectangle Frame set. Again, I love that little scallop frame, and there's a little file folder tab in there. These are just fantastic. So this is a little set, and I will list and link all of these products down below for you if you are interested. But today we're going to grab this oval, and I'm going to die cut 1 out of some Strathmore Bristol Smooth cardstock, and then I'll die cut 2 more out of this really pretty light blue polka dotted paper, and I hope you can see that. It's on the back side of this plaid paper from that same paper pack we used earlier. So I'll go ahead and die cut 2 of the polka dot pieces. And again, I'm using my Sizzix Sidekick machine. So now I just want to kind of see where my little mouse is going to be sitting, and I'm going to create a little snowy border. I'm just using my scissors and cutting just kind of like a little bit of a wavy line there, and I'm just going to flip that oval around, cut out a second one. So I'll have 2 little snowy borders for the bottoms of these ovals. And for glue, I'm using my Nuvo Deluxe Adhesive. But first, let's go ahead and add a little bit of a shadow right along the top of these. So I'm using my Zig pen in the aquamarine blue. I'll just put a little line of it right at the top, and then I'll use that blender pen and pull that color down, just again to create a little shadow there. Now I can go ahead and glue this right at the bottom of the oval. And I'm just taking a little time to line that up. And I'll do that for both of these. So now I've got my Wink of Stella glitter pen, and I'm going to add glitter to this entire panel. Now you could use glitter paper here instead if you prefer. I did just want to add that little shadow at the top, so that's why I chose to do it this way. But if you have some really pretty glitter paper, you could use that. So let's let that dry. I'm going back to this journal template die set, and I'm going to grab that rectangle. Again, I'm going back to my pattern papers, and we're going to create some little note cards. So I've grabbed a couple patterns, and I'm running that Merry Christmas text right through the die cutting machine, and that'll have that pretty plaid on the inside. I did that for 2 of these, and then I'm just going to fold these in half This is a fairly lightweight paper, so I don't even need to score it. I'm just going to fold that and press that out with my bone folder. Now, since there is a direction to that text, I'm going to obviously keep that Merry Christmas in the right direction on the front of my little note card, but I'm not too worried about the back side. Now here's where I went back to that journal template die set, and I grabbed a small oval and I die cut 2 of the small ovals out of that blue and white polka dotted paper. And now you can see the inside is that pretty plaid. And now I'll take that blue polka dot paper for our sentiment. We're using the Christmas Sentiment set from Art Impressions. And we're going to grab a sentiment for the inside of the card and then one for the outside of the gift card. And on the outside, it will say, "A gift for you." And I'm going to just place this in my mini MISTI. I'm just placing it kind of up a little bit here just so I have some room to maneuver that stamp around, and I'll just line that up nice and straight. I'm centering it. Again, I'll ink that up with some Versafine Onyx black ink and go ahead and stamp this. I did that for both of these. And now I want to grab a sentiment for the inside of the gift card. And that is going to say, "Warmest wishes for a Merry Christmas." So I cut that little polka dotted pattern paper just down to size so it fit nicely right inside my gift card. And that will give a little more substance to this paper as well. So I'll glue that right inside, and I'm just going to center that. Now we can add this little oval to the front. And then the little packages that we colored and die cut, I'm going to add right next to this little oval. So that finishes off our little gift cards. And I did the same thing for this other one. And I'm just holding that down with an acrylic block just to let that dry nice and flat. I'm coming back in with that Wink of Stella glitter pen, and I'll add a little glitter to the bows. And now we can go ahead and glue on our little mice. And these are just the sweetest little stamps. This is one of my favorite stamp sets that came out this year. I just think it's so adorable. All of the images in this collection are just so sweet. So I'm just placing my MISTI on there just to hold that down. Again, just to let that dry flat. You do want to make sure you tack down that little tail. So I'll let those dry. And now, once those are dry, I'm going to pop those up with some 3D foam tape. This is a nice sticky tape. This is going to hold these in place really well. I'm just going to cut a few small chunks of that and place it all around the back. I'll remove the backing and then I'll center that on the gift card holder. So now I'm adding some more glitter. I'll add it to all the little fur trim on his Santa suit. Do be careful. You've already done all your blending and everything. So this is a water-based glitter pen. So you do want to be careful. I kind of just dab on this glitter. And you could spread it out a little bit, but you don't want to move around all that shading and shadowing that you've already done. I've die cut a couple of hearts from that gift card holder die set. And I'm going to just attach these to the back of my gift card holders. Now again, this will give me a little bit more something to tuck into that little slit there in the back. So I'm just going to put a little glue right at the top of these hearts. I did that for both of those. And now let's add a few little enamel dots. These are the Carta collection, and this is called Letters to Santa. And I'm going to grab a few of those white ones. So I went ahead and attached those to the front of the gift card holder just to give a little bit more of a snowy effect. And now you can see how easily my gift card and my little note card both fit right inside this little gift card holder. So all the products we use today are listed and linked down below, and I'll also link that second video if you are interested in that. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you don't miss a single video. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. I hope you have a great holiday season. Take care. Bye-bye.